Hi there, Rick with RickAugustPhD.com, talking today about showing up. The biggest ingredient in success and in anything that you do in your life, you need to show up. We'll be right back with that. Hi there, welcome back. Today we're talking about showing up. One of the things that I used to talk to my first year university students about when I was teaching at the university was showing up. Because for first year university students, it was for the first taste of freedom. It was the first time that they had left home. They were young, they were 19, 20 years old. They got out with their friends. They were introduced to drinking and other types of recreational activities that often cause them to not come to class, because class is independent study and it's easier not to show up to class than it is to stay in our bed. So it's much easier. So I used to say to my students, I used to harangue my students to show up to class. No matter how bad you felt, drag your carcass out of bed, come to class, show up. For those of us who endeavor on any new project, any new adventure in our lives, we need to show up. And for our first year university classes, students, not just a class, show up to do the reading, show up to do the research, show up to my office hours. You need to show up and do the work. Just by showing up, oftentimes it's enough to motivate you to do the work. When I did my own graduate degree, I used to show up. I'd drag my carcass out of bed at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the kitchen, put the coffee on, go to the toilet, come back to the kitchen, get my coffee, go to my computer and sit down in front of my computer. Some mornings I even turned it on. But that's how I got through it. I showed up to do the work. I showed up to see my supervisor. I showed up to the writing classes. I showed up to the archives, because I'm a historian and we go to the archives and do lots of research. Showing up is the most important ingredient in anything that you want to succeed in life. I'm Rick with RickAugustPhD.com, and remember, you can do it. Have a great day. If you like the channel, subscribe below. Thanks again.